Joseph here, back for another LEGO Star Wars video here today. Today we're going to be talking about some more early investing tips for LEGO Star Wars in 2022 and beyond. Let's get right into the video, shall we? Before we get into today's video though, guys, I do want to give a reminder that I'm doing a free set giveaway at 1,000 subs, so please make sure to like and subscribe. It's either a 501st Battle Pack or an AAT. Anyways though, guys, I'm going to be giving you guys 6 tips about LEGO Star Wars investing and how to invest early in LEGO Star Wars and talking about LEGO Star Wars 2022 in general, so let's get right into this. Now, the first tip I have for you guys is just to simply get more 501st Battle Packs. These are great investments, and these are going to do well. And the truth is, even if you don't want to sell these later on, maybe you change your mind, or you don't want to sell them, or something like that. Something happens. With these sets, these are great investments, right? But they're also great to have in your collection, and they're just awesome. And the truth is, if I had like 10 of these, and I didn't end up selling them. If I had 10 of these, I can just open up or keep sealed or whatever. That'd be great, right? This is a great set to invest in. It's going to do well. It's going to be fantastic. And the truth is, if you don't even want to invest in it and you just want to have it, it's a great set anyway. So this is really great, and this is the most important tip, in my opinion, when it comes to LEGO Star Wars and investing in 2022 and beyond. Second tip I have for you guys is to focus on the best minifigures, and honestly the first tip and first recommendation kind of encompasses this to a degree, right? The 501st Battle Pack is great minifigures, and that's a great investment, so that's kind of a 2-in-1 here. But other sets are going to have also good minifigures. Here we have Bo-Katan here, she's going to be in a $60 set. All the Mandalorian minifigures are great. There's really just a lot of great options here, and some of the Clone Wars sets are great for this as well. And really focus on the minifigures. They are some of the most important parts of the sets, and they are the money makers, so make sure you get some good minifigures when you plan on investing. And if you don't sell, like I mentioned earlier, you can keep these cool minifigures, which is always great as well. The next thing I do is to make sure to get Clone Wars based sets, and this one honestly kind of encompasses tips 1 and 2 as well, with the 501st Battle Pack and all that good stuff and good minifigures, because Clone Wars sets usually have good minifigures, and the 501st Battle Pack is a Clone Wars set. We're also getting a Bad Batch shuttle, which could technically be a Bad Batch set. I think it's going to be Clone Wars based, but it's still related to the Clone Wars in some way, right? There's going to be the Mandalore duel, the Mandalore Gauntlet Fighter. These sets are all great investments, and they will have great value later on. And if you like the Clone Wars like myself, they're great if you don't want to end up selling them. So Clone Wars sets are always great sellers, so make sure to get as much of these as you can. Fourth tip is similar to 3, where it's also to get Mandalorian sets. Like the Clone Wars, the Mandalorian is a great TV show, and it's great to have some of these more exclusive, rare sets that are kind of one-time releases, Is LEGO ever going to make another Mandalorian Gauntlet Fighter? Who knows? If they do, it might be 10 years from now. Maybe they won't make one ever. Or they're going to make another Imperial Troop transport like this with these Mandalorian minifigures? Probably not. And these Mandalorian sets are pretty solid. You get the Imperial Troop transport, also the Moff Gideon's cruiser, which that set's going to be fantastic to invest in. Pricey at $160, but still not a bad investment at all. And the truth is, all of these TV show based sets are going to be good to invest in general. And if you like the Mandalorian, which I assume you do, like myself, if you don't want to sell these, you can also keep these yourself, and that's always good as well. But still, Mandalorian sets are great, and I have to admit, these are going to be probably very, very valuable in the future. The next tip I have for you guys is that UCS are going to be gold mines, especially this year. We have the UCS R2-D2, and I do want to mention that because that set's a good set. Not necessarily a great investment set, but it's still a good set. But really the big money makers for UCS this year, which sometimes there are some really good years for UCS, this is one of them. We get the UCS AT-AT. It's $800, so, like all UCS sets, it's going to be expensive to get those, but they're great for collecting, and if you invest in them, I imagine you can make a ton of money. I mean, look at the old Super Star Destroyer. That thing's worth a ton of money these days, and if you got the AT-AT, waited 5 to 10 years, I'm sure you can make a killing off of a few of those if you were, able to purchase those. They're pretty expensive, though, I must admit. So, yeah. But, and if you don't want to sell them, I mean, you got a, freaking UCS AT-AT, in your closet, so that's awesome. And then the Republic gunship's also going to be great. It's a Republic gunship. People literally voted for this thing. People like it. They love it. And, I'm sure a ton of people are going to get it now, but 5 to 10 years from now, there's going to be some newer LEGO fans, going to be some older fans who perhaps didn't get this set and are going to want it, and they're going to have to pay a pretty big price. So it's a great investment itself. And, if you don't want to sell it, maybe you have a new change of mind, then, well, you have a UCS gunship. So these are great investments, in my opinion. And the 6th and final tip for you guys, to avoid garbage like this. I mean, you can just look on screen and tell these sets are not very valuable, not very pretty to look at. I mean, we got the Resistance X-Wing here. Kind of a funny set. Maybe this would be one you get out of, nostalgia or just, jokes and, giggles and all that kind of stuff, but not a very pretty set, that one there. It's a sequel set as well, so not super, super popular, but avoid sets like this. These aren't great investments. I mean, if you want them, if you like them, if you think they're cool, go ahead. I have no problem. I'm probably even going to get the new Slave 1, which is, a representation of that in the middle there, depicted by a good-looking Slave 1. The new one's probably not going to look that good, but still, if you like these sets, go ahead and get them. But for investing, I mean, your money's best spent elsewhere with other sets, so these are neat. These are whatever. They're still LEGO Star Wars. I still love them, but for investments, want to avoid this. And in my opinion, these sets, these sets aren't great anyway, so that's just me. But still, avoid this if you want to make some money, and if you like these sets, go ahead and get them. But I would avoid these. Anyways, though, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for this short tip video. Just want to talk about some investing stuff and what I would do at least. And I'm no expert, but again, this is what I would do. So I would go about things. And the truth is, if you really want to Lego invest, you can. It's not the most great way to make money, right? But it is fun and it's definitely interesting. And I've tried reselling shoes, flipping other stuff, that kind of thing. But Legos is something that I have some expertise about and I know about, and I enjoy collecting and reselling to a degree. So it's a little bit more fun, I guess, than other types of investing that's not, like stocks and that kind of thing. So kind of a fun little thing. It is, not necessarily difficult to do, but it just requires a lot of time and patience, and that's not always fun to wait a long time, especially waiting like 5 years, right? But it is what it is. And regardless, guys, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.